There's a tornado 20 miles east of us. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I wanted to show you some meal pairings that you can make with your shelf-stable items. I've done this a couple of times on the channel, and of course I have many cooking videos on this channel, but I wanted to show you some unique recipes today. I always get comments saying that I am not filtering through my prepper pantry fast enough, and I am here to help because I've been there before. I have been there in the beginning, and yes, it is discouraging when you go to purchase all of this food and keep it on the shelf for a rainy day and then it ends up going bad. I will say a lot of the time shelf-stable items do tend to go past the expiration date. We talk about that a lot on the channel. There are a lot of items out there that you can use well beyond that expiration date, but I am not going to go into that today. I am here to give you a few ideas. If you are stuck on something in your pantry, please drop it in the comments and I will create a meal for you for free. I just want to give you some options. It truly is fun for me to create unique meals for myself and my family, and I love sharing that gift with all of you. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Tori. I am a mom of almost 3, so close, wife, and newly stay-at-home mom here in Northern Colorado. We like to make videos 3 to 4 times a week, all about prepared life on a budget. I like to keep you prepared for emergencies, no matter what it may be, and we like to do this on a budget. Especially nowadays, money is tight for a lot of us, and I am here to help you. If you are experiencing any food insecurity, definitely reach out to your local 211. They will point you in the direction of somewhere in your area that will help you. If you're uncomfortable with that, or if you're having trouble, definitely shoot me an email. That's always linked in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Hello, I'm coming at you from a new light. There's a tornado 20 miles east of us. I'm laughing because I know we're gonna be okay, but our power has gone out, so I figured this would be a perfect time to take you down to the prepper pantry and show you some shelf-stable meals, because I'm gonna get some out just in case. I do have faith that I'm gonna go in this room because it does have a window and there's some light left. I do have faith that the power will come back on, but it is very, very dark. And, you know, it's 3 p.m. right now, so if that shows you how dark it is. But yeah, I thought this would be an interesting take on things. I don't mean to come at you all Blair Witch like this, but yeah, let's head into the prepper pantry and see what I can find. I think we're gonna get power back, but just pretend this is like an emergency scenario that I'm practicing. So let's head into the prepper pantry. So I do have my 4 Patriots power cell here, and what I'm going to do is just stick it onto this metal piece because it is magnetic here, and that will give me, I always do this. We lose power a lot. I've gotten that question quite a bit, but that will give me enough light to just check on things here. So I'm definitely grabbing one of these pastaronis because all you have to do is add just some beans and things like that. So I'm gonna grab the Parmesan cheese one. And we will see. My husband is working, and I'm pretty sure his town has power, so we're good to go with that. I'm also going to grab, the Wisconsin cheddar. And then I'm also going to grab this soup mix. No, not chicken noodle. What am I getting? Not minestrone. I'm looking for my corn chowder. If not, then I'll be pretty bummed that it's not in here. See, this definitely needs to be more organized. What would be helpful is a list of what's in these boxes. I always say that you should do these things, and then I never do them. All right, we're gonna head back upstairs. We have a little bit of light left and I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. But you know, down here, let me take this off of here. Down here, you will see some more canned proteins, chickens, things like that, some vegetables. I am not gonna do that, but I am gonna share with you some recipes today, some things that you can put together that will be perfect if you lose power. So, we're still out of power. It is the nighttime. I'm going to show you what I would do in the event of an emergency. And I wasn't filming a YouTube video. All right, I decided that you don't really need to see my face to see what I'm working with here, but my idea is to place out the ingredients and I'm going to show you a little picture of what it will look like. So let's chat about cooking. I will insert my favorite cooking device when we don't have power. I know this isn't everyone's favorite, but it's mine. It's inconspicuous, it's tiny, and it packs a punch, and it's from For Patriots, but of course you could use whatever you want here. And I've chosen items that don't need a lot of water, but you might need just a little bit of water to get this going. I like to cook on cast iron. That is just me. It keeps the food hot for a long time. And then while I was down in the prepper pantry, I also picked up some silverware and plates. It is like 9 o'clock at night. I'm not going to be cooking for you. I have cooked for you so much on the channel. And to be honest, those videos don't get a lot of views, so I'm trying to stick with the prepper content. It is not worth it for me to head on out there in the rain and try and start a fire. I am capable of doing it. I'm just not very good at it. Okay, so first meal on the agenda, one of my favorites. You're gonna need a box of couscous. You're going to need creamy butternut squash soup. I did take mainly from my 2-year pantry, but of course you can, switch this up however you'd like. And then I got a can of black beans. So that is going to be, let's see if I can get some lighting here on this. There we go. Okay. So that is going to be all you're going to need. You just stick that in the pot all together and you just wait for that couscous to go. And yes, you will need the whole thing of creamy butternut squash soup. I've also done this with tortellini, the shelf-stable tortellini. You could also use pasta, rice, quinoa, just a grain that is around 6 ounces. And then with the 15 ounces of black beans and the 32 ounces of butternut squash soup, you should be good. If it's looking a little too thick, add some water. But this, I will insert a picture of what it looks like and go from there. So I'm going to try and get all of this edited and put together when we have some power. But yes, this is meal number 1. All right, meal number 2, a classic staple in the Mountain Mama household growing up. Yes, that's my actual name. No, just kidding. But my take on a tuna noodle casserole. So I have pastaroni here and I do it with Parmesan cheese. You're gonna need the whole box. You're gonna need a can or 2 or a bag of 2 of tuna. You could do chicken, a canned protein that you enjoy. Maybe you don't eat any of these meats. You could do beans with this. And then I add green beans. Now, green beans, that's not like the best source of vitamins for you, but this is just a comforting meal and it's very filling. I would even go with 2 boxes of pastaroni for this just to keep everyone fed and happy. Although if you're losing power, you run the risk of leftovers, especially in the summertime. You don't want to be like opening your refrigerator. So unless you are off the grid and you could do like propane powered refrigerator, I don't know, there's many different types of it, but we live in a neighborhood, so we have the basics like most of you do. So yes, this is really easy. You literally dump everything in there, including the bean water here and maybe a splash of water. Like I said, I want to save water for other things. And when it comes to these packaged meals, I've talked about it before, they are heavy on the amount of sodium that they put in there. Typically when you are finding organic beans and vegetables and things like that, there's going to be salt, but not too much. So I always go for the no salt added. And then, I feel like that just covers all my bases. So you do have to keep that in mind. You're going to need a lot of water for your family. So if you don't have water stored, definitely check out some of my videos on that. But that is meal number 2, some tuna pasta. What do they call it? Tuna noodle casserole. Growing up, that is what my family had. Next up on the list, we are doing a chicken corn chowder. So you will need a corn chowder mix. Progresso, I don't know if they still make these, but if you can't find yourself with a corn chowder mix, try and find some creamy soup mix. Bear Creek makes them. You can make your own. I've done that before, but you're going to need a dry soup mix. I've even tried the Lipton's, 33-cent soup mixes, and that works as well. Like I said, we lose power quite a bit. So this one does come with dehydrated potatoes, but if it doesn't, add a can of potatoes just to bulk it up a little bit. You're going to need a can of chicken breasts. This one, so I would get the larger can if I were you. I just went and grabbed what I had. And then I am adding Great Northern beans to this as well. This one, you are going to need some water or some broth or something just to get this rehydrated for you. But this one's very delicious. It's one of my family's favorites. You could make a quick little dried dough with this and put it in your cast iron as well with some shelf-stable pizza crust and a little bit of water and maybe some oil. But honestly, this is filling as is, especially with those potatoes, beans, and your meat. This will have you covered for a while. So again, very heavy on the sodium when it comes to these meals, but you are thinking of an emergency scenario and you want something that will pack a punch with protein. You could go basic with a lot of these items. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just trying to give you some ideas to just, make it by in an emergency situation and keep it unique because I love food and I love sharing it with you. So this is this recipe. Next one coming up soon. So this one, I believe, was inspired by my husband. He was an Eagle Scout growing up, and I camped almost every weekend growing up. So I, when I learned that about him, we met very young. That was a big connection for me. But it's like an enchilada-inspired casserole. And this is one of those don't knock it till you try it kind of recipes. So this doesn't always have to be an emergency situation. These could be easily taken on a camping trip, a backpacking trip. Please remember cans are heavy, so you might want to stick to your dehydrated items if you are hiking the Appalachians or something, but these are just some ideas. So this one is actually very good, and you can make it on a weeknight when you have power and top it with cheese and sour cream, and it makes it that much better. Of course, there's shelf-stable cheeses out there, but this one's good. So you're going to need a corn muffin mix. This one, I don't add any egg or milk to it. You will be just fine with everything that you have in here, but if you are nervous, you could get a shelf-stable egg. So what I mean by that, if you are not water glassing your own eggs, which, a lot of people aren't, and that's totally fine. I have one glass down there, and I would grab for something different before I grabbed for those eggs. There's nothing wrong with them, but I just prefer other shelf stables. So you could do a egg replacer. Bob's Red Mill makes a great one. You could do my favorite, which is just flax meal and water. You could do applesauce, which honestly, if you use unsweetened applesauce, it's not a big deal. I've seen so many out there. Honestly, find your favorite and find a budget-friendly one. Flax goes on sale at my Sprouts all the time, so that's a good one. And like I said, it doesn't need it, but if you just want to be safe with a thickener, go ahead and do that. So corn muffin mix, you're going to need a can of enchilada sauce. You could even use the big can. You'd be fine with this. And then you're going to use some Rotel. And this is just the store brand diced tomatoes with green chilies. And you're gonna do diced potatoes just to bulk this up a little bit. This is the canned potatoes I was talking about. They have whole potatoes. You could can your own potatoes, which I didn't even break into that stash for this because I know the power will come back here soon. And then Great Northern beans, that's also a good one too. So you mix all that together in your cast iron. If you can cover it, fabulous. If you cannot, that's okay. It just might take a little longer, and you might want to flip it. So instead of letting this bake with like foil on top of it, you might want to just flip it over like a pancake, if that makes sense. But this is good. It gets extra fluffy and it's a nice little take on a casserole. So yay, I'm excited. I got a chance to share this with you in a different light, literally. So I hope it's okay. I know it was a little hard to see, but I tried my best. And yeah, wish us luck here. I don't mind the power being out. I actually love the candles and listening to the wind here. So yay, yummy food that is shelf stable. Be prepared out there, friends, because you never know when a random tornado is going to take out your power. Alrighty, everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed some of these ideas. Again, drop down in the comments anything you are stuck on in your pantry. Make sure to check out the description box. Everything you may need from me will be in there. I have an Amazon storefront. I have recipes that may help you. If you are stuck on something and you're not finding it in the description box, definitely leave a comment below and I will answer you as fast as I possibly can. If you are new here, again, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. And yes, I think that is it. We are officially on baby watch. So if I disappear for a tad, just know that's probably what I'm doing. And I will try my best to keep you posted. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way